I'm John David Miller. This is Inspire YesWise. This is presented by YesWise Education Service with holistic learning modules, holistic life consultations and seminars, our program YesWise Insights, and this program Inspire YesWise. Today's topic is the idea. The famous philosopher René Descartes said, "Cogito ergo sum." I think, therefore I am. Plato, one of the founders of Western philosophy, said ideas are the source of all things. And Ernest Holmes, founder of Science of Mind, has said, the only proof of life we have is that we live, and the only proof we have of mind is that we can think. So we are perfectly justified in believing that we have a mind and that we live. Well, let's look at some aspects of perception and thought. First, we have our physical body with its senses, its processes of breathing, heartbeat, digestion, elimination, the immune system, and the alerts our body gives us, such as pain, when something is out of order. We have the psyche, the mind, the mental psychological structure that you think you are, and out of that arises ideas, choices, and actions through the agencies of different aspects of the psyche. The ego, it's the organizational and interactive functions evoked by society, the socialized front person for identity and pursuing primitive drives. It's also the agent of thought, action, consciousness, and the subject of sensing and feeling. Beyond that, we have our self-awareness, the mind also originating in the heart, where we have a neural connection, our thoughts, memories, and these aspects of ourself is where we're responsible for ourselves and in our inner nature and our soul connection. We also have the unconscious, which is the aspects of our psyche that we don't bring to conscious mind, but they're at play, and they're informed by the rest of society and by our own life experiences as well as possibly bringing things in from before birth, from the other side, so to speak. With the intuition, we have an inner knowing and a creative expression potential where we use our imagination to do visualization as well on things that we might want to bring into reality in our lives. And we utilize our will, the intention, which gives us some motivation to take action and bring these things into reality. We have the soul, the record of our life experience, and it is attuned to our DNA pattern when we come into physical life with the birth process. And it's our source of inspiration, our connection to our mental and physical from the other side as well. From actually the higher self, the real awareness, our source of inspiration. So what is the idea to action process? First, we have an attitude, and we don't want to cultivate the attitude of lack consciousness, of disappointment, doubt, and fear, but rather the betterment consciousness of a new appointment, a clean slate, where we're open to possibility and we're willing to try again and increase our probability of success. It involves our willing and intention to bring this attitude to life and to our projects. We also then have the imagination, our ability to envision and contemplate, discovering our visions, our drawing on our dreams, on our imagination, and thinking, where we ultimately realize a mission for ourselves, and we draw on the multidimensional self to bring the idea to action and reality in our lives. Thirdly, we have to do some planning. We have to set some goals, figure out the finances, the steps that will be taken to bring this project to reality, the time set aside to do so, planning that time, a workspace if needed, drawing on our family and our health is very important, maintaining good health, and then use all that as the background for our creation process and to preserve what we create so that it can last. And so all of that is part of the planning process. And then we bring all these techniques of success that we've talked about, the attitude of intention, our imagining, and our planning, and add on are learning from others' success or failure, focusing our mind and willing and so on our project and growing the plan, fanning the flame, cultivating our success qualities. Clarity of mind and purpose is an aspect of that, and maintaining privacy until we're ready to roll out and reveal our project in its full capacity, keeping our focus and determination and persistence on the project till it's completed, and controlling the ego, like the rider of a horse controls the horse with the reins. All aspects of bringing our idea through the action phases into reality. YesWise is supported by ReallyWell.com, FlaxFood.com, and WaterUs.com with natural health information, Northern Edge Superior Organic Flaxseed, the lowest in toxic metals and the highest in alpha-linolenic acid, and other superfoods, herbal products, air and water purifiers, EMF protection, and more at ReallyWell.com and our related websites. And at YesWise.com, we have again YesWise Insights and Inspire YesWise and our YesWise Education Service learning modules. And at WhereMore.com, resources for your further edification with alternative information archives and the notes of our programs, as well as other resources. I want to thank you for being with me. Have a great day and be really well.